You guys may have noticed I have not been speaking on MMA as of recently. And that is because recently MMA has been in the gutter. Boxing has been whooping MMA's butt for the past few months. At least for the past 6 months. Easy. Truthfully, right now, I don't know of a fight in the UFC that I would really want to see. And honestly, the one fight that I did want to see was Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall. But guess what? That's over. Jon Jones just retired. Though he is definitely one of the most skilled fighters we've ever seen in MMA. And one of the most dominant champions we've also seen in MMA. Me personally, I cannot put him in the Mount Rushmore of greats of MMA because he has so many asterisks next to his record. Too many times he has fought for PEDs. When he fought Daniel Cormier, he had more hormones than a Kentucky racehorse. And for this reason, I can personally not put Jon Jones over GSP, Mighty Mouse, Anderson Silva, or Habib. I cannot do that with a guy that's cheated so many times. But if you want to, go ahead. Now, there's many people that are going on and saying he's one of the best heavyweights of all time, particularly Jake Paul. He was saying that a fight should be made between Francis Ngannou and Jon Jones to determine who's the greatest heavyweight in MMA history. Guys, neither Jon Jones nor Francis Ngannou have ever been accused of being the greatest heavyweight of all time. Francis Ngannou, though he looked the part, I mean, he looks like a freaking monster. He's an incredible athlete. His skills in MMA were super limited. And he only defended his title once. Then you got Jon Jones, who has been a dominant light heavyweight champion. And for those of you that do not know, in the UFC, light heavyweight is essentially cruiserweight in boxing. He was a dominant light heavyweight champion in MMA. But he moved up to heavyweight and he only had 2 fights. So to say that he's the greatest heavyweight, that would be completely unfair. And I don't care what you people think he could have done, what he was capable of, what he could have been capable of. In fighting, all that matters, all the credit that you get is for what you have done. And in MMA, in the heavyweight division, in the UFC, Jon Jones defeated a guy that lost to Ngannou when Ngannou had no knees. And by I mean no knees, he had torn meniscus, ACL, everything. On LCLs, everything on both knees. He had to get surgery and be out for fighting for like a year, over a year because of that. And he still beat that guy. And he beat that guy wrestling when he's not even a wrestler. I mean, let's face it, Ciryl Gane is a name that if you haven't forgotten already, it's soon to be forgotten. He's extra mid. He's middle of the pack if middle of the pack had a face. And then Jon Jones went on to fight a faded, way past his prime Stipe, who had been inactive for I think 2 years by the time they fought. Personally, I think the greatest heavyweight of all time is Fedor Emelianenko, Stipe, or Cain Velasquez. It's one of those guys. Actually, I lean towards the side of Cain Velasquez. I believe Cain Velasquez, the night he stepped into the octagon against Brock Lesnar, that was the greatest heavyweight we've ever seen. And I know Brock Lesnar is not like the biggest competition, but hey, Brock Lesnar was way better than a faded Stipe Miocic, and sure as hell better than Ciryl Gane. I mean, let's face it, guys. Jon Jones retired because he was not gonna beat Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall, he's still young, and his career is still to develop, but he really is on the path to be one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. And Jon Jones was a smaller man, a great fighter, smaller man. And when you get a smaller great guy and a big great guy, the big great guy always wins, especially if he's young. But I don't believe Jon Jones would have defeated Aspinall when he was younger, when he was in his prime. If he was the champion on top of his game, Jon Jones went up to fight Tom Aspinall now, he would have never beat him. He's too big, too good, too young. way too big. Now, though Jon Jones retired, I would not be surprised if the fight with Francis Ngannou happens outside of the UFC. If they offer up enough money, Jon Jones probably does fight. It's not that Jon Jones does not want to fight, or that Jon Jones is scared to fight, or that he thinks he can't fight. No, Jon Jones just can't beat Tom Aspinall. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. But if he goes out of the UFC, unless they have a non-compete clause on his contract and he goes on and fights Francis Ngannou, he's probably gonna beat Francis Ngannou. Let's be real. Jon Jones is gonna whoop Francis Ngannou.